I have had this since the end of October. I have been, oh my goodness, this has been a very interesting test of this product, and I am finally ready to review it for you. Hello my friends, welcome to my highly anticipated and highly requested review of the HiMirror. I am so excited to review this for you. The HiMirror is a smart skincare beauty mirror, okay? I'm gonna show you everything that it does, so no worries. It's a crazy new technology that is supposed to help you evaluate your skincare. Not just, you know like when you buy a new skincare regimen and you're trying it and you're like, is it working? Is it really working? I'm not really sure. I think it might be working, but I'm not really. That's what this is for. This is to help you figure out whether your skincare is working or not, so you know whether to continue purchasing it or not. That's the point of it, which I thought was really cool, because as a makeup reviewer, with makeup, it's very easy for me to tell, hey, it works, it doesn't work. I just did a review of the Smashbox mini palettes. I think it's coming out after this video. But I just did a review of those, and you know, I can tell within a week whether they're good or not. With skincare, sometimes it takes a month or 2 months to know whether something is working. The HiMirror, the idea of it was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna help me with my reviews so much. So when HiMirror contacted me, they asked me to do a sponsored video for them. I was like, yes, that's awesome. So now I'm going to cut into the demo of the product. I'm gonna start talking about some of the pros and cons during the demo. After the demo, I'll be giving you my full review of the HiMirror, so you can be more educated about whether you want to purchase this or not.
All right, welcome to my morning routine. So ever since I got the HiMirror, this is what I do when I wake up in the morning. I push the button on the side, and sometimes I do a little dance, and that's for real. So I didn't want you to have to miss out on that. So there you go. So it says HiMirror, and you wait just a minute for it to load. After the HiMirror loads, it tells you the time, and then it actually loads your weather for the day. Now, for some reason, it always says 75 degrees until it goes to the next screen. At this point, this is when you open up the mirror, and it does do facial recognition here so that only you can get into your information. So now it has the correct temperature, which was 0 degrees Celsius. I was playing with it on my phone on the app and accidentally switched it to Celsius, but you can have it on Fahrenheit. It's very easy to do. That's the way it came loaded. I was just kind of messing around. So here is the news updates. If you don't want to see the news updates, you just kind of have to, once you see the screen, go ahead and swipe right away. It'll give you beauty tips, and then it'll give you the most important news stories that are happening in the world. It also gives you links to skincare advice at different skincare websites. If you want to see more about the news, you can swipe and you can kind of flip through the different important news stories for the day. As you can see, I'm using hand gestures to control this. This is a no-touch product, so you do not need to touch anything in order to change things on the mirror. You use hand gestures. The sensor is that little circle on the right at the bottom, I believe. That's how you can tell it what you want it to do. So now I'm trying to get out of the news and go into the skincare analysis for the day. So it's asking me if it wants to do the skincare analysis, and all I have to do is go up to the mirror, put my face in the little guide, do the push motion, and the light comes on and it snaps a picture of my face. And then it asks me, is that what I want? Do I like the picture? When I swipe to the right, that's yes. And then it starts analyzing the picture for red spots, for wrinkles, for fine lines, for brightness, for clarity, dark spots, things like that. So there is my skincare analysis for the day, and it tells me how I'm doing on each section. And then when I swipe, when it listens to me, it tells me about each section and what it all means. It also tracks the progress through time. So that's my week of progress in that area. And that's my progress in all the areas. So it marks all of my red spots. And all of my dark spots. My dark circles. My fine lines. My pores, and my wrinkles. And it gives you a score for how you're doing. It gives you a percentage. Oh, and then there's complexion. So if I swipe here when I get on this screen, it'll show you my very first scan, and then it'll show you the scan from today. So you can see any visible differences. Because my skin doesn't have a lot of things that I need to correct, there isn't really a whole lot of difference between the first scan and the scan for today. Actually, my dark circles look a little bit worse than at the beginning. I don't know why. So now I'm going to go ahead and go back and show you some of the other features of the HiMirror. The one that I'm not going to talk too much about, but I do want to mention, is the body fitness one. This is great for people that are trying something new and want to see whether it's working or not. So as you can see, nothing has really changed a whole lot for very good reason, and that I haven't changed much to my diet or my exercise plan. So it is in kilograms. That's something you have to reset every single time. I'm hoping they fix that. It does say the historical changes. It does tell you a little bit about the different parts of your body and your body type. So here are the changes in my body since I started using this a week ago, and you can see there hasn't been very much change, which makes sense. And if you wait long enough, it will tell you about all the different things that the scale measures. So it goes into your body fat, it goes into your muscle mass, and then it'll go into your bones, and it just weighs everything and just tells you, how you're doing on your diet or your exercise plan. So that's just another feature you can get if you want to. I'm going to go into some of the other features. So this is my beauty box, and this is where you can track your skincare and kind of keep track of when you started using it. I did take these pictures on the HiMirror, so those are all the skincare products that I'm going to show you in a minute that I use. And it's just a way to kind of keep track of what you have. Now, I have been having some trouble entering in specific information about each product, but at least it has allowed me to take a picture of each item so I know what I was using on what days. So that way over time you can kind of track your changes, and if you're using this for 6 months, you can look and see the difference between what you're using now and what you were using back then, and see, maybe you need to go back to some older products. Now, in order to add a new product, you can either scan the barcode, or you can just take a picture of it. So I tried scanning my Bioderma, and as I'm scanning my Bioderma, it told me that it did not have Bioderma in the system. So I'm assuming that as they have more people using this, they'll have more products in the system that you can scan with a barcode. So what I had to do was then take a picture of it to add it to my beauty box. One thing I really don't like about this feature is that as you're categorizing it, you have to wait until it gets to the type of product that it matches. And sometimes it takes a while for it to scroll. There's no way to manually make it go faster. So if you miss the thing that your thing is, like I did, it takes a little while for it to get back to whatever that skincare type is. So that part is a little bit annoying. So this is where you can see the record of your skincare. So it tells me, I only put one of these into the app, one of these products. So it tells you how your skin has changed since you've been using that product. So I just did that 2 days ago. So there isn't much data there, but you can see how it would track it over time. Now this is kind of the fun add-on things that the mirror comes with in the media center. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the video channel. And what this is you can hook up your Google Plus account to upload videos about your progress with the HiMirror. I was a little disappointed because this one had said coming soon, and then there was an update, and it says that's all it is uploading. I was hoping it would allow me to watch YouTube videos, but it's just an upload feature that honestly doesn't really excite me much. You can also watch previous videos that you've uploaded. This is the radio section. So you can listen, recently listened. I'm going to go to the most popular radio station, or you can listen to radio stations by location. You can see I'm having a little bit of trouble getting it to go over. I'm probably going too fast. Yes, I was going too fast. Sometimes I'm a little impatient. Y'all know I got a speed issue. So speed meaning I go too fast sometimes. So here are the popular radio stations. There's the metalhead station, there's news stations, there's oldies stations, and these are from all over the United States. There is a way to get to international radio stations, but that seems to be a little bit more difficult to get to than it used to. But I didn't necessarily enjoy the international radio stations as much as I enjoy the United States radio stations, just because it's more what I'm used to. So you can scroll and see all these stations all over the United States that are the most popular among people that are using the HiMirror. So like, for example, this one says that it's top 40, but it started playing news, and that did not make me happy to hear news because I was looking for top 40. But you never know what's going to be playing on a radio station when it pops up.
Blackjack and roulette, and in for delicious food choices at Silk's Bar and Grill. Are you in? Oaklawn and Outlets of Little Rock present.
What stinks about this is now we're learning about a bar and grill in Arkansas, and of course I live in Maryland, so I'm not going to that bar and grill in Arkansas. So this is a station that I have no interest in listening to right now. So now I need to find another one. So this is not a fast process. It can be fun to listen to, but you know, sometimes it's just more work than it's worth. Now, this radio station in Connecticut, it wasn't working at all. So I'm going to get out of that one. So this is the radio by location. So you can go to different states and see the popular radio stations in that area. But the thing about that is a lot of people don't listen to the radio anymore. So it's really just what's popular among people who are still listening to the radio. So this is the oldies station in Wisconsin. And I'm like sitting here thinking, like, this is oldies? Are you kidding me? Like, what? I was very upset about this, to think about this song as being oldies. Went out of focus as I was dancing, but you get the point. I thought that was strange. In order to stop the music, by the way, all you have to do is do the push action, and it will pause the music. Okay, so now I just want to show you that over on the side there are some features where you can hit the M and it'll bring you to just a mirror. You can hit the top button, it'll take you to the main screen, or you can hit the buttons that I'm hitting now that will help you adjust the brightness. So right now I'm bringing the brightness all the way down, and then you can hit the same button that's like the second one from the bottom, and the one on the bottom will adjust the volume. So that part is touch, but they say you can touch it with wet fingers. So if you're just out of the shower, you can still touch it and it'll be fine. So that's really good, you know, being in the bathroom, that you don't have to worry about touching with your wet fingers. There is something called high skin, and this is brand new on the HiMirror. So I don't think that this does anything yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing what it does. This is what happens when you turn the mirror off. It just has the little power button. It says shutting down. It takes about 20 seconds or so to shut all the way down. And that is the HiMirror and everything that it does. So now I'm just going to quickly show you my morning skincare routine because I thought that would be fun. I was using all of that Paula's Choice stuff, but I ran out. So now I'm back to my Indie Lee toner, which is a fantastic toner. I was originally introduced to this in a Beautylish Lucky Box. Those are coming up, by the way, the day after Christmas. And I just take my Shiseido facial cotton and I rub that all over my face. Then I get my eye cream out. So I put on my eye cream first. So right now I'm using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye that my friend Nancy bought for me. So I've been using that. I don't know if it does anything for me. My eyes, according to the HiMirror, have not done anything as far as my dark circles. But I'm going to keep using it and we'll see what happens. I haven't seen any visible differences either. Let me know in the comments below if you use the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye eye cream and if you've seen any results, because I sure haven't. Now, this company actually sent me a ton of products. It's called ASDM Beverly Hills. I believe I got the letters right. And this is 100% hyaluronic acid serum. So I've been using this for the past week. You're supposed to put a pea-sized amount on your hand and then rub it all over your face. So I've been doing that and I really enjoy it. I feel like it hydrates my skin. It feels good. It's kind of watery, but it feels good on the skin. So I kind of rub it all over and then I just pat it into my skin. Again, no significant differences in using this, but that just might be the fact that I just don't have a lot of skin problems. And it also may be preventative in nature and may help the aging process to slow. Now I'm going to moisturize using the Dr. Jart water drop. This is another thing that my friend Nancy sent me. She sent me this nice little care package of a bunch of stuff. So this was something that she included and I'm really enjoying this. So I'm just going to go ahead and press that into the skin along with the serum and kind of get all that into my pores and feeling good. So I'm nice and hydrated for the day. And that's it. That's all I do for my morning routine.
So now you've seen all the fancy buttons and features and how it works. Let me tell you just straight up how I feel about this. So, backstory, let's just rewind back to the end of October when I received this. So, HiMirror, the people over there were great at trying to help me figure out what was wrong. Basically what was happening is I was connecting to the HiMirror app that you don't have to purchase it. It comes with the HiMirror. You just have to download it to your smartphone. You do have to have a smartphone in order to use the HiMirror. So if you don't have a smartphone, if you're still in flip phone land, you gotta borrow someone's phone to get it started. But once you get it started, you really don't need the app anymore. You can just run straight from the mirror. So anyway, back in October, I was having trouble connecting my HiMirror to my Wi-Fi. It turns out my connection was not a secure connection, which I had no idea. We ended up figuring out after about 2 months that I just needed to change the security settings on my Wi-Fi and then automatically it connected. Ever since then, the HiMirror has been working fine. So I have been using this for a week, but I have a lot of opinions about this so far. So the first thing, I'm gonna tell you a lot of critiques. The first critique is the camera itself, just in concept of it, that you now have a camera in your bathroom. Now, if the HiMirror is unplugged, it cannot transmit signals. The power is not connected. So if you're freaking out and feeling weird about a camera being in your bathroom, all you have to do is unplug the thing, and there's no way it can connect to anything. It has to be plugged in because that's where it gets the power from. There's no battery in here to connect. But you have to remember, if you're not going to unplug it, you have to remember to close this up. The camera is not supposed to be doing anything unless it's taking a picture of your face, but I just don't like a camera in my bathroom, and you know, it's kind of freaked me out a little bit. So either unplug your HiMirror or make sure you have this closed. The next thing is the hand gesture movement. Sometimes it takes a few, especially the push motion, it takes a couple of times to get it to do what you want it to do. And it did take some practice of seeing about how far I needed to stand away from the mirror in order to get the hand gestures to work. I do wish that there was some kind of touch button that I could do to go up and down through the menu. Their concept is they didn't want you to have to put fingerprints all over your mirror. That's why they're doing the hand gestures. And it is really cool, but I mean, it's just kind of, sometimes it doesn't exactly listen to the hand gestures, especially if you go too fast or if you're too far away. Those are the two big reasons why it won't accept a hand gesture, but it's pretty cool. As far as the actual skincare evaluation, I do find it to be very interesting. I can tell you that the day after I did the glycolic peel, which is the step that you did not see in the demo, the day after that, the HiMirror did recognize that my skin was better in quite a few different areas the day after I used that. So I thought that was very, very interesting. But I'd be very curious to see how this would work with someone like that has acne scarring, or someone that has, someone that has dullness or dryness or dark spots or a lot of redness when they try a new skincare regimen. I would love to see how this would work for somebody like that, because I feel like with me, you know, and skincare, it's a blessing and a curse as a reviewer to have good skin, because it's hard for me to review skincare because I don't have a lot of problems, you know. I'm very thankful, don't get me wrong, I'm very thankful, but it makes it hard to review something like this. So I just want to be honest with you and tell you that I don't know a lot about whether it's going to track results of skincare accurately. accurately. I feel like it probably does, but that's as good as I can go for it. Like I said, I just love to see it on someone that has more skin problems than me to see whether it would work or not. One thing unrelated to the HiMirror and the skincare part is the radio feature. The radio feature, I feel like, I wish the Spotify worked instead, because I feel like the Spotify would be personal to me, and I think that they're working on it. But when that comes on, I think I'm going to really, really enjoy this, because I find that the radio stations, like you saw in the demo, you know, I'm ending up with other states and commercials for other states, and I'm spoiled. I'm totally spoiled by Netflix and by Spotify without having commercials. And when I'm hearing commercials, and of course commercials that are in a completely different state with things that are completely irrelevant to me, it's like, oh, like I don't want that. And it's difficult to change stations, because you have to go back to the radio and then you have to swipe to find the station that you like, and it's just kind of annoying, you know. So I'm really looking forward to the Spotify feature. I also wish that I could watch YouTube videos on it. There is a video upload feature, but I wish that you could actually watch YouTube videos. Now that would be a cool thing. One thing I do really like about HiMirror and what they're doing with it is that the updates to it are automatic to the mirror. You never have to plug this in anywhere. It goes through the Wi-Fi and gets automatic updates. I've gotten a couple of updates on this. One of them was the update of the video feature of it. And I really, really liked that I didn't have to do anything or know that there was an update. It was just automatically put into the mirror, and it didn't take very long at all. It took less than a minute for the update, which was wonderful. So let me just tell you, I am very excited for this mirror to see where it is going to go, the features they're going to add, and the fact that they can add them remotely without me having to do anything. Like, that's really exciting to me, because the potential for this thing is amazing for what it could possibly do. So I don't know. I can't wait to see where they go with this. I am very thankful to have it. Is it perfect? No, it's a brand new product, but I think that they are definitely working on making it perfect, and they're listening to feedback, which I think is huge, because I think a lot of brands don't listen to feedback, and I think that's a big drawback to a lot of brands. But HiMirror is listening to feedback, which is, yes, good job to them. So overall, this is a recommend. I think that it's a fun product. Is it necessary? No. Is it fun? Yes. Is it going to be more valuable to you if you have more problematic skin? Absolutely. If you're like me without problematic skin, you may want to pass on it, because it may not give you enough value, but it is a lot of fun. It's different, it's unique, and I am really enjoying it, and I'm very thankful to have it. So I want to thank you so much for watching this review of the HiMirror. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, definitely make sure you hit the thumbs up button, because it makes me look super cool. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye!